walls come with to a 3-pin connection. 3-pin stage, 3-pin connector. Okay. You know what that is? Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, now my next question, Amy, I'm filled with questions. Are we going to have a, I asked this last year, I didn't produce. Are we going to have a spot where we could store our couple little pieces of furniture, or do we have to take them out every day?
No, you have storage in this venue. It's limited, but you do have storage, and we'll get to that as soon as we, just go through the room. Okay, so we're here in the pink venue. What you see right now is not what this room is going to look like at all. This is set up for maybe rehearsals and kind of the mocking scenery they're using for that show. What this theater will look like when it is set up for the pink venue is you will have risers going up this side almost all the way to the wall, creating your seats. This is a 100-seat venue, and there are these lovely green chairs that you see around the room. Those will be the seating that we have on the risers. The risers are basically 4x8 platforms that we put up on legs, creating the audience.
I think we all saw Ben.
We all saw Ben.
So you've been in this room before. So I can skip over the setup.
There you go.
Okay, okay. Sorry, can't skip over it, but thank you. All right.
Okay,
So that, and the audience will be on this side. Starting approximately right here from this height up stage will be your decking for the stage. Basically, the height of the stage is about 4.5 inches. It's just the size of a standard platform, not on legs, so it's just the platform laying on the ground. And your width of the stage is 30 feet. Depth of the stage is 20 feet. You may lose a little bit of that depth because what I usually do is put 3 sets of side units on the ground and put like a slight black ground row in front of that to mask them. And we use the white wall here as the site. And so that there's an availability of a little color hitting that white wall. I do not have black draping to close off that white wall. The purpose of that white wall when they built this room was to use it as a site, so we just basically keep it that way. So that white wall will be showing on the stage.
So there's no backstage area? Is it behind those doors?
That is a crossover that you are allowed to use. This door opens up into a hallway, and that door opens up into the same hallway. So you can use this crossover to get back and forth. And everything that if you have an exit on stage, right, you can come back on stage left using that hallway.
Is there a lot of noise in that hallway?
Not usually, but there can be, because Brown Venue is right here on the other side of this door, and so if there's a line forming and people are standing in the hallway, you will probably hear voices. And so I'm not going to lie to you, there could be leaks and everything that you will hear coming into this room from time to time.
There will be no flat or site to walk behind to set a costume change or walk behind.
That is correct.
Correct.
Okay. But there will be black legs masking the sides of the stage. So you could, if you wanted to, have a costume change over here in this area or the same thing on this area where your audience cannot see you, because we will have legs, soft legs, blocking these sides.
They're like big pillars.
Pretty much.
The curtains.
Yeah, what you have is, you have like curtains, they're almost like wings.
Yes.
All right, so you can have an exit without going out that door.
Yes, sir. Basically there's a kind of a red front drape and everything decorating the first part of the stage that will be hanging on this pipe, and then from that place, from that section on, there will be 3 sets of legs on either side, masking the area and kind of finishing off the stage. As far as the light slot in here, I can't discuss this light slot basically because it doesn't really change. What we have in here is 6 areas, 3 downstage, 3 upstage. The way the plot is set up is that it's cross shots, and so what I usually set it up as is a nice light, not very saturated cool, a nice light, not saturated warm, coming in to make a nice white light. Usually a 1-color back, blue, is what we usually have in this stage, and then you'll have 2 specials and the ground row, and everything to use for the site, and the colors in there are usually red, blue, and green.
So it's a completely operatable site. You can change the site colors.
Yes. Yes.
Can I add one thing?
Yes.
The red curtain in the front will not be closable.
No, it is not. It is not a traveler. It's just a dead-on curtain, kind of making the stage look pretty and
Giving it
off.
proceeding.
Exactly. Okay, so door sizes, very important for this space because the stage actually allows for much more than the storage area really does. The smallest door size is the 2 foot by 2 foot 11 inches by 7 foot. And so whatever scenery you bring in has to be able to fit through this door. It may fit on the stage and everything, but it has to fit into the storage area. So if you walk back here with me, what we normally do is I will set up these makeup tables that you can see over here. I will set them up on this side. All this stuff will be cleared out, and this room will be completely clear. And I usually set up 1 or 2 makeup tables here, 1 or 2 along that wall, to start, kind of use this area as your dressing room. There are male and female bathrooms here on this side, and so that this becomes your storage area over here. And so once all these makeup tables are cleared out, and we're using them on the other side, this actual room is the storage. So as you can see, it's, not very big, a lot of weird angles, and so just try to keep it to a minimum, minimalism.
And we're showing this with 7 shows.
Actually, you are sharing this venue with 9 or 10.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of people in this venue this year.
Wow. So all of their stuff is going to be here.
Everybody's stuff is going to be in this one room, and so we got to just try to keep it to a minimum. And as you can see, we have normal average ceiling height, and so nothing can be too tall. And that's what I mean by it may fit out on the stage, but once you get it back here in the storage unit, it's not going to be easy to store if it's too high.
So this is the dressing room area.
No,
Where you're
that's the
standing
dressing
is
room.
the dressing room area.
Where's the storage?
It
Yeah.
is storage, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to move these makeup tables into that room because the bathrooms are on that side, so it'll just be easier to make it the dressing rooms. Okay. What controls the lighting system in this room is a computer board. It is just an old school computer board. It's the ETC, one of the first kind of generations of expression boards, and so it's a little temperamental. You got to be real delicate with it and just talk nicely to it. Your venue tech in here, I'm not sure of just yet. I'll announce her name and everything whenever she accepts the job. The soundboard in here is a 16-channel Mackie, and the sound system here is very limited. You have 2 200 speakers sitting up, basically on either side. If you want, there is a capability of putting a monitor on stage if for some reason you're doing a musical or anything like that and you need a monitor for music. We have that capability, but I need you to supply that monitor. And for this venue, I do not believe it needs to be powered, and so it just needs to be a speaker of some sort and we can plug it into the system. Trying to think if there's anything else. There is no headset communication in this room, so what the usual routine is that the venue tech will come into the dressing room and give you your 10, your 5, your places call, and everything that we're starting. See if there's anything else that I'm forgetting. There is a CD player that will be made available in the booth. There is a microphone that will be made available in this venue wired only. If you need wireless for any reason for your show, you must bring that system in with all the cables and accoutrement to go along with it.
Question about the sound.
Go ahead.
We have sound cues that are clean, they will not need adjusting, but will the venue tech be able to run a light cue and a sound cue at the same time?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yes, absolutely. I think that is pretty much it. This is one of our nicer studio theaters, but it still is very low tech. So you are able to hang in here. The grid is low enough that it can be reachable by a ladder in the 20-minute changeover time. So if you have a banner or some kind of drop that you would like to hang, that is an option. I will, talk to my venue techs and everything, and as we get along and I go through your questionnaires and your check forms, I will let you know what the best way to hang that is. We have something that is usually
Are we
worked
going to have to hang the disco? So we're going to have to hang the disco ball every time?
Yes, ma'am.
Each time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Because it would be an obstruction for other groups.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know. So
Mhm.
then I need someone who can go up on the ladder, so.
Exactly. If you are nice and friendly to your venue tech,
Oh, I
you
love,
might be able to get
I
them
love
to do-
drugs. I did that last year. See,
You might be able to get them to help you with something like that.
Yeah, I got my runner can do it.
Okay. But yes, because that would be hanging low enough that we could hit it with the
That's
special,
not
there
a
would be an
problem.
obstruction for the groups, so it would have to be removed
Not a
every show.
problem.
Any other questions?
Now, seating is just here on this side?
Yes, sir.
On the side.
It's